Guess who's back, bitch?
Welcome to Amigos Down on the podcast. My name's Doug. I'm joined here with Seb.
Who was that?
I'm back, man.
Oh,
Who's
fuck.
this? Adrian? Oh, here you go.
It was better before, I think. Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
Don't say that, cunt. Everyone's going to believe you.
Yeah.
Please don't make me lose my job. Please lock me again. I'm back. I'll never leave you again.
Yeah.
Bullshit until the next better thing comes along.
I had plans.
No plans, yeah.
That's it.
No, see, there's no dedication there. None at all. But he'll take all the glory if we ever get big, if we ever get more than 50 odd people. Few international people, hey, Dougie.
Yeah, a few international people. Yeah, we've got our first international guest.
Hey.
Came across the seas to see us.
Yeah, over the Tasman.
To jump in.
6 weeks and an apple crate and a piece of bread.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Juanita, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
How are we all?
Welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
doing well.
Good.
You've had a full-on couple of days, haven't you?
Yes, it always is when I come back to the
Yeah.
mainland,
Mainland,
as it's referred to.
Yeah. Her
Down
English
south?
is amazing
I know.
for being a foreigner.
For being a foreigner.
You have to take a course when you move down there.
How is the exchange rate coming? Like,
Yeah.
Shit when you come to Sydney. You're a millionaire when you go to Tassie.
You're from Tassie.
Not really. Technically, it's a long story.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I've got 5 years to go till I'm Tasmanian. I'm
Okay.
still a New South Welshman.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful. We'll
There
take
we
that.
go.
We'll take that. But before we keep going and keep learning about our lovely guest today, let's stick to tradition and crack open a drink. But we're also going to actually have Juanita try a Foster. So
Oh my
let's
God,
crack
my
it open,
husband's gonna
guys.
love this. In 10 years, I've never drank a beer near him.
Let the Fosters
Oh,
just breathe, you know, like a fine
that was
wine,
nasty.
like a fine scotch.
All right, here we
All
go.
right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here we go. Let's get that reaction.
Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought.
Oh, there you go.
It tastes like a shandy.
Oh,
Like
there you
it's
go.
weak. Oh, like it's nasty, but it's not as bad as I thought.
Not the worst thing you had in your mouth?
Never.
That's all right.
All right, guys. So what's been happening?
It's been happening lately.
Yeah, what's new?
What's new?
I haven't been around a lot.
Actually, I actually had, and I had to mention it because it was so good. Tried out this Indian restaurant. It was fucking epic. Probably the best takeout / eat out / Indian food I've ever had.
So was it a restaurant or was it like a takeaway joint?
No, it was a restaurant.
All right.
You can ask me where it was.
Where was this at?
Best Indian restaurant ever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Where,
You lost the
where
audience.
was it?
Sorry?
Where was this Indian place?
Can't tell. They made me sign a non-disclosure statement. Boom!
Oh, no. I know you're a
Come on.
dad, but that's
You guys,
low.
you're killing me. Like, where was it? Like, let's plug them. It was that good. I was expecting something like that, but no, I had to freaking...
With that-
Sorry about that amateur hour. Juanita?
With that, I think my hiatus is going to extend now.
Yeah.
I want to fuck off now.
There you go. Work, Doug. We try to work. That's what we're aiming for. What about you fellas? What have you been up to?
Me, nothing, man. Just as usual, just work. Nothing interesting. Work, editing for us here. That's about it. What about Adrian? Adrian's had a few interesting weekends, I'm pretty sure.
Uh,
What did you do last weekend?
I can't say.
Alcohol poisoning.
Oh, no, never poisoning.
Oh,
Infusion.
if you...
No.
No, you went away, right?
Yeah, went up to, I'd say like 20 minutes away from Newcastle.
Yeah.
Which way?
Tea Gardens?
Swansea, wasn't
Foster?
Yeah, Swansea.
no.
Swansea.
It's the only place
Swansea.
in Newcastle I know, so got to throw it out
It
there.
wasn't those two.
You never know. Something stick.
it? Yeah. So you went
Yeah.
away for a weekend, got a bunch of friends.
Mate's birthday. Went
Yeah,
up.
nice.
About 10 of us. Stayed at a lake house.
Nice.
At, I can't remember the name. Murray's Beach.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been up there, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, just up to our usual shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
Back again.
Beer
Just-
pong, drinking.
Beer
I was going to
pong.
say, just quiet, sitting around reading books. The usual shit.
The usual. But nah, that's it. That's why I was away.
What about yourself, Juanita? What's been going on?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so boring, guys.
Nah, come on.
I'm a mum, I work,
Yeah.
we're doing renos.
Nice.
That's life.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
very nice. They're always
Building
fun,
a
aren't they?
gym and a bar, custom bar.
Oh,
there
here we
you
go.
go.
Let's go.
We might have to do our first Amigos Down Under
Yeah.
International in
I have
Tassie.
my home office set up in there, so
There you go.
There's space.
Amigos
Oh.
Down Under is going international, y'all.
Get
going
your
to Tassie.
passports.
We're going to Tassie.
Yeah, sweet.
How long is the flight though?
It's 2 hours.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's,
thought
so,
it was further.
it's so quick.
Do you need a
That is
visa?
quick.
No, you dickhead. No.
Yeah, as you can here. We've got a lovely guest here, one of our 2 listeners down in Tassie,
Yes,
from what I hear.
Natasha.
Big shout out to Natasha. Thank you for all the support. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
I reckon that might even call for. I'm going rogue here. It's going to call for a little gift to be sent both Juanita and Natasha's way. I reckon. Yeah.
You got to go through marketing.
Yeah.
Mate. You can't just. You got to go through our marketing department to
What's
do
the
that.
budget?
Let me just ask marketing. Oh, your marketing, is that all right?
Postage.
Yeah, Seb, it's fine.
A lot of postage.
Yeah, postage.
Freight.
Well,
Air freight.
it is international, but
Yeah, that's like freaking airmail. Man.
You'll get it in about
Yeah.
16 to 18 weeks.
Right, that's not even a joke.
But as you can hear, we have our lovely guest Juanita here. Juanita, we did speak about you a few weeks ago, I believe,
Yes.
in Krystal's episode, which you must have heard.
Yes, my favourite episode, but I'm a little bit biased.
You are.
Yes.
You and Krystal, as she explained, are very close and known each
Yes.
other for a long time.
My best friend of coming on to 18 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
We were babies together.
Yeah.
And then we had our first babies together.
That's
and
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
All good fun.
That's awesome.
Thanks for being on the show. And,
My pleasure.
and welcome.
I was bullied into it.
Yes,
but, you know.
we did hear actually.
Here I am.
You sat down. you looked defeated when you got here. You were pretty tired. It's been a big couple of days
Yeah.
for you.
Aquarium with the kids today, so that's...
How'd they like that?
They liked it. They had fun, but it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a big
day,
journey.
man.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Big-
day,
big
especially.
day.
Yeah. And like my
Just
little
transport.
Tassie kids, you know, my work is 10 minutes from the school. I
Yeah.
live 200 metres from the school. The shop's 200
Yeah.
metres.
Yeah.
And they're like, why is everything so long?
Yeah.
What do you mean it takes this long?
You just went by train?
Yeah, that was my bright idea.
Yeah.
Because I was like, my kids, there's no trains in Tasmania.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
only
fair
like
Yeah.
this fucking one that we went on once. Me and my husband thought, oh, great idea. Let's take the kids on a wilderness tour. And we thought it would be like real quick. It was 4 hours. The train went 10 Ks. It had no windows.
Oh,
Middle of
what the
winter, West Coast, rainforest.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful, but don't do it.
Yeah, thank you. See, did
No,
you
we
hear that,
don't
guys?
kids, you mean.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do
we
it.
were
Okay.
like, we like the first 5 minutes, like, this is so cool. Like, yeah. And then we're like, fuck.
Another 3 hours and
What
55
have
minutes
we
of this shit.
done? Like, this
There's
is-
another tree.
Oh, epic fail.
Oh, look, another tree.
Yeah, it's just literally it.
Oh, there's a gap. Oh, tree.
And then they stop you. You have honey tasting. You're like, oh, yay, fucking honey. I can't get that at Woolworths. But anyway, I paid $600 to taste a bit of fucking honey. But anyway, Tassie's beautiful. You should go.
God. Awesome. Well, where were you born?
Blacktown Base Hospital.
There you go.
Yes, I'm a local girl.
You are.
Yes,
You are.
but I've travelled a lot in my, I'm going to say short years because nobody can see me or know my age. So
You're still quite young, yeah.
I'll take it.
Alright, so what's your background?
Well-
your parents, I guess.
Okay, you got time?
Yeah, go for it.
We've made time for you, so.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. My mum's pretty straightforward. So my mum was born in Chester in England and her mother Chester in England. My grandfather was born in Colwyn Bay in Wales.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then so they moved over from Australia in, must have been 70 because my mum was born in 69. My grandfather and his father worked at Shell Refinery, the
Yep.
petrol.
Yep.
And then when he got the opportunity to move to Australia, they like give you a grant type thing. And yeah, they moved here because he worked at Homebush. And yeah, so they moved to Australia and moved into Curran Road at Blacktown, where Seb would know that's where I lived when I lived here.
Yes,
That
you
was
did.
my grandparents' house,
Yes, I remember that, yeah.
So yeah, so that's that. So they're
Yeah.
probably inbred black. I don't know. They're
No, they're not from Tassie.
They're no. Listen, that's another. We could have another episode. I know some people. Like, yeah, like you hear rumors when you tell people you move to Tassie and they say some things to you, like, oh, and
We
you
got-
move down there, you're like, whoa.
We're gonna have to have a Tassie inbred episode when we get down
Have
there.
to. Fucking
We're gonna
hell.
get 'em
Oh,
on. Yeah,
I'll get my
fuck yeah.
sister involved. Like she went through
Recruit 'em.
like a churchy stage, and there are stories.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you can pick them too. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
She's so
you.
excited.
Business trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Oh,
they're
really?
pretty straightforward. They moved to Australia 1970. 3 kids. My mum's the youngest. And yeah, lived in Blacktown. My grandfather worked at Shell Refinery, and then they retired to Tasmania in 2001, and that's how we ended up down there.
I'm moving on.
So you went down there quite
Yeah.
young, obviously. You went
I
down
was 12.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then my dad's background.
Yeah.
So my grandfather on my dad's side is Maltese,
Right.
Right.
as far back as Malta can go. And they're definitely inbred, but that's okay. They definitely brought the autism to Australia, but that's, neither here nor there. And then my grandmother on my dad's side is actually quite interesting, I think. So her grandfather, so my great-great-grandfather, is Scottish, and he worked for a British company that went to different parts of the Commonwealth and set up shops.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was, I don't know, part of the government, went and did different things, and he ended up in Ceylon in Sri Lanka.
Wow. Oh, wow.
So my great-grandfather is born in Sri Lanka.
Bloody hell.
Oh.
Yeah, and then so then I don't. Can you pick up? And then, and then he's when they had like 6 or 7 kids or something, and then they ended up with the same thing. He'd done his time in Ceylon. They spent 5 years or something there. They ended up in South Africa. Wow. So my grandmother and all her siblings are born in Cape Town.
Oh, wow.
In South Africa, yeah. So then she grew up in what was then Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe.
Mm-hmm.
And so her father was quite an esteemed vet over there. And we're not talking cats and dogs. We're talking like African shit. Like zebra. Like
hippopotamus.
Yeah.
As Jules would say.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen bloody Madagascar? Like, probably without the penguins, though. Yeah, so she was brought up in quite a strict... She brought up in a nunnery to the point where they changed her name because they didn't like her name.
Oh, wow.
And, like, she grew up in a environment that's very different to ours. Like, they had what they call boys, which is not politically correct or, you know. Mm. So, yeah, very, very different. So then my grandfather was in the Navy. He's very, very intelligent. He was a engineering professor. Mm-hmm. And they met in South Africa, I believe. They had 6 kids. My father, 5 kids maybe. 5. My father's the only one not born in Malta or South Africa. He was born in Parramatta.
Yeah, Paraboy.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they spent 6 weeks on a boat coming over with 5 kids. Like when I say apple crate and a slice of bread, that's what it was like. Like it was what you would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, it must have been, oh God. My dad was born in 65, so it had to be in early 60s.
Wow.
Yeah, coming over from South Africa. And South Africa,
That's
even
fucking
today,
nuts.
is a very, very different... Like, we still have family over there that my grandmother speaks to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very different place still. Like, even 10 years ago, my relatives own wires, like a sanctuary for injured animals.
Yeah.
And poachers came onto their property and bludgeoned my cousin to death.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like, bludgeoned him to death because they wanted the rhinos and the elephant tusks and stuff.
Fuck.
Oh, wow.
So even in this day and
Different
age,
world.
it's very, very different.
Yeah, big time.
But yeah, so they settled in Australia. So that's how... And then because my grandfather came over here as a professor, engineering professor in the Navy. And he came over and taught. And yeah.
That's like...
That's a journey.
You literally just...
Mad.
Yeah.
You don't even need that. What's that thing that you can do your DNA ancestry?
Oh my God, I want to do that.
You don't
I'll
need to,
end
you
up
fucking
being
know
fucking
it.
Asian mate or something. Like, there'll be some random... some random pops out
Juanita,
or something.
this is your life.
Yes, I know. Literally, I've always said to my husband, I want to do that because I guarantee...
Fuck, let's all do it.
That'd be crazy, man.
You come to Tassie, I'll order them. We'll do it together.
Yeah, done. Well, I'm
My
just more and more
my
keen.
sister's done that. My dad's
Keen
done
to
it
do
as
that.
well.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh,
I've got a
I
few
just
people
so
in my
want to
family.
do it because, like...
And they all link. Like, if your family does it, even relatives and stuff, they all link in. Just the tree becomes bigger.
And then Big Brother knows all of your stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
no, he knows everything anyway. Yeah, so that's how we ended up here,
that's far,
I
right?
suppose. And then, I'm from all over the spotter.
Yeah, you've been everywhere, man.
I have. Yeah.
I've been everywhere.
Shut up.
Just come on, mate.
Fuck it hell.
Come on, mate.
So you mentioned Natasha.
Natasha,
Shout out again to your sister.
Big shout out.
she is my one of 3 sisters.
One of 3
Oh.
sisters.
Yeah, there's 7 of us kids.
7.
Parents
Wow.
did not own a TV.
Oh, wow.
Somebody
them up.
sponsor them, please.
Well, then tell us about your siblings.
Where do you sit in the pecking order? Second from the bottom?
Number 2, but I like to say number 1 because we all know who's boss.
Yeah. So 4 girls, 3 boys? Is that
Yes,
right?
1 boy, 4 girls, 2 boys, and then 2 boys at the end.
Okay, so one that you
Yeah.
far
So
out.
the girls are in the middle, in between.
Girls are in the middle, yeah.
But they run the show.
2 of us run the show.
The rest just follow.
Natasha. The rest
Yeah.
do their thing.
Nice.
No, it's pretty close. Me and 2 of my sisters, we're really lucky that our 5 kids all actually go to the same school.
Oh, awesome.
So they all got their little gang in the playground
Yeah,
and they all look out for each other
Fucking right.
and it's
that's
actually
really
really fun. We all live literally me Emma, and Natasha live in a triangle.
Oh,
Literally a
beautiful.
triangle of each other, all 5 minutes away. And in Tassie, 5 minutes is 5 minutes.
Yeah, not like
So,
here.
like, if I say I'm leaving my house, like, be
you're
out the
there.
front, you walk out the front, I'm there.
Yeah. Oh, mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we actually do big family gather like you guys would. We are all quite close still, so it's
Awesome.
nice.
Love that.
Yeah.
Can I ask
You can ask for anything you want.
your name? Where did that come about?
Juanita. So, funny. Does anybody know Young Talent Time?
I
Yeah, I know the show.
remember one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, so in the 80s, there was a girl called Juanita Coco.
Oh, okay.
And my dad thought she was the most beautiful girl he's ever seen.
I'm Googling as you speak.
Was she not? Well, I don't know if I should be insulted, or actually, because I Googled it a couple of years ago and I was like, really, Dad? Like, fuck. Like, geez, you're tasting women, mate.
Look, she's not. I mean, yeah, she's...
You got to think 80s.
yeah, she's not.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
post-
I was expecting, you know...
post that.
So my mum's my mum's blonde hair, blue eyes, real pommy. She wanted Alicia.
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 Nah, you don't suit that.
I don't shoot Lisa and Alicia, and they were arguing when Dad always wanted Juanita.
Yeah.
And they were arguing when Mum was pushing me out. And the nurse was like, if she's a wog, she can be Juanita. If she's a blondie, she can be Alicia. And I've come out dark as dark can be.
So you're a wogue.
I was a wog, baby, hairy and, tanned and dark eyes. So Juanita it is.
The Maltese.
Yeah, and then the middle name's Russian. So I'm just all over this, all over the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, so what about your siblings? Are they dark haired as well? Or
We're
all
kind of
mixed?
split. So my older brother's a bit more English looking, but he's just got light brown hair. And then there's me who's quite woggy. Emma is got South African hair. Like I'm talking like the proper South African
Oh, really?
hair. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But she is blue-eyed and as pale as a ghost. Sorry, Emma. Natasha is, we've called each other twins since we were birth.
Yeah.
Like I don't, Seb might remember
I
her.
remember, yeah, I just
She would
remember
have
you
been
look very similar.
quite, quite younger.
Yeah.
And she's dark like me. And then her daughter is like our triplet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our other sister Cassie is like really pale, like beautiful snow white skin. And then one of our brothers is really woggy, and then one of them isn't. But everybody gets a couple of us get a real good tan. So
Oh, wow.
depends on the season.
So you're all very, very different. That's
And then I've got two blonde hair, blue eyes, which I was shocked at because I'm quite dark, but I suppose it's more English than anything. And my husband's family's Scottish, so
okay.
yeah.
Kids are beautiful. They really are cute.
I
kids.
think they are.
They are
I think
really,
they are.
really much.
They get
yeah.
away with a lot of, the little one gets away with a little shit because she's
Of course she does.
so freaking cute.
She's very cute, and she's the baby. She's
yeah,
great, yeah.
She,
She's
she
ruling
knows
the
it
house,
too.
is she?
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she will be if she's not already.
Her favourite saying is "No vagina, no opinion."
Oh, bullshit! How old is she? 6?
I love it.
She's 4.
4. Oh my!
Never giant.
Fucking love that. That she's. Well, you can't blame her or whinge about that. That's you to a T.
It's me, isn't it?
That's
I know.
you
You've
to a
known me for
fucking
how many
T.
years, and you've known me probably 15 years, and it's me to a T.
You to a fucking T. Yeah. 100%.
But I don't care because when she's out and she's 16, she's at a party,
Yeah,
and she
fucking oath.
tells a guy,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck off.
I'll sleep well.
Yeah.
And then we've got my son who's very sensitive, which isn't the worst thing in this day and age as well.
Yeah.
So he'll get his heart broken. She'll be the nose breaker.
Yep. She'll be the one to say, just like I think with my two are similar.
Yeah.
She'll be the one who'll go to him. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
She's fucking you along. No,
Yeah.
no, she loves me. I love her. She's just
This is forever, Dad. This is
Trust me.
forever.
You
How
don't
do you know?
understand. You don't know.
You don't know. How do you know? Because I've done it to 3 guys. Trust me. She's fucking you along.
Me and my husband always say when Eleanor brings a boyfriend home, we're going to have to say, blink twice if you need to be released.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to be here? Blink twice.
Yeah.
We'll call the cops. Like, no prisoners.
Have you ever gone back to, you've got a pretty big background, man.
Probably.
Blacktown, I was there today.
You named about 50 countries.
Yeah, I
Have you
know.
gone back to
No.
any of them?
Have you back to any of them? Have you gone outside?
Traveled. I've never traveled.
Okay.
But I've lived a lot of places in New South Wales as well. We moved quite a bit. We started off in Blacktown, and then we were at St Mary's, and then lived in Bathurst, and then we moved to Tassie, and then I came back to Sydney when I was 18, and then back to Tassie. So I've done enough travelling. But
So when you came back to Sydney, that's when you stayed with guests Krystal and Juls.
Former guest, yes.
Former
We were
guest, yeah.
roomies, the three of us. And
Yous were, right?
there's
Yeah.
some stories that...
That apartment
was
you,
lit.
You were driven past it today at some stage.
Yeah.
Did it
And
bring back
do you
memories?
remember how good they used to look? Like, they
That-
were new. I think we were the first
Oh, I thought you were
tenants.
talking about Krystal and Juls.
No, the three of us, mate. We used to look real good. They were like, oh.
Yeah, the apartments.
You guys were pretty much... I remember...
I'm sure we were the first tenants in there.
We went
And we
there,
thought
right?
we were fucking flash, mate. And we lived in Mount Joy.
We got... No, but, you know, I remember we went there, right? It was a 2-story apartment.
Yeah.
I walked in, I'm like...
How are these
What the
children affording
fuck?
this?
They had ensuite, a second bathroom.
And then a downstairs bathroom, didn't we?
Yeah, and a downstairs toilet.
Yeah, and then
Just
three balconies.
3 balconies.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like a penthouse.
Bro, that's it. And it
It
wasn't
literally
even,
was, wasn't it?
It wasn't top floor. It was towards the bottom. And I'm like, what the fuck? It
that's
just
crazy.
spun me out.
Sounds like a
It
marathon.
was huge. We'd have like 20 people there.
Yeah, it was probably the best introduction into... Well,
It was good
the way that our
times.
family structure was, I grew up quite fast. I had to be a parent quite young. So that was a good introduction into actual adulthood, where it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
But it was so much fun. And I just like look back at those times with the best memories.
Yeah, it was...
But you know the thing that's funny, sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're right.
Like, I'd be walking around Hobart, which is safe as all freaking hell.
Yeah.
And I shit myself. And I'm like, how did I ever walk home from Mount Druitt Station at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning by myself
Yeah.
in hooker heels and a skirt that I'd never let my daughter wear and not think that I was going to get, I don't know,
Something happens to you, yeah.
you know what I mean? And I just think, how the fuck did I do that? I'm a pussy now. Like, do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't do it
Like,
now, huh?
No,
No way.
you could not pay me to do it now.
But he didn't even blink twice back then.
Didn't blink. I was just like, yeah, I'm coming
sweet.
over from the city to Mount Druitt Station. You know?
I still take my Mount Druitt isms where I live now. Like, I'm still locking my fucking door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still looking at the blinds every time I hear a car in
Yeah.
front of my house.
Anything, anything.
Oh,
so
man.
funny because
Like,
I
I'm still-
literally said this last night. I in Tassie like deadlock everything, like it's freaking Fort Knox in there.
Yeah.
Alarms on, can't get in.
Yeah.
But then in Blacktown, I used to come home with like hands full of groceries and unlock the door with my keys, and then in the morning go, where the fuck are my keys? And left it in my door all night in Blacktown.
Car probably not even locked.
Yeah, and like literally didn't have the
Yeah.
amount of times I've done it. And now if I did, like, I wouldn't go to bed if I didn't know where my keys were.
But that place was good too, because even as you're saying, like catch the train into the city or wherever you went,
It was so
it was
good.
what it was like probably a bit longer if in your hooker heels drunk.
Hooker Hills. Yeah.
But it was only like
It was a
5
direct
minutes.
path, but sometimes it went around the wrong
Yeah.
way. It was literally a direct path.
I don't know, Carlo Avenue.
Yeah, okay.
From this
Durham
side,
Street.
from this side of
Yeah, okay.
like Great Western Highway, Carlo.
Yeah.
Before you get to the bridge, there's a set of lights.
Yeah.
Right on that corner there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Durham
Do you
Street,
remember-
right on the corner of Durham and Carlisle.
Yeah,
Do you remember Funhouse?
Fun.
Old Mount
Oh
Druitt?
my God, the
Dude, yeah, the Filipino karaoke bar.
karaoke. Yes, Linz had a 22nd
Yes,
or 23rd.
I think the
there.
photo popped up on
There's a
Facebook not
photo.
long
We'll
ago.
find that
We'll
photo.
find
We'll
the
put it in.
photo.
Yeah.
Put it up.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
good. It
'cause
was.
we used
that
to
was
get
fun.
on the Friday night. We used to go around to the what was that Chinese the takeaway place?
Yeah.
Krystal would know what it is, and get trays of fried rice and fried chicken, and that would be in our fridge.
You
know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
So
It's
the
still around,
takeaway. It's still there. It's
Yeah,
still there. It's
Krystal.
right near Maggie's Pizza.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll find out before the end of the show.
Get a sponsor for them.
yeah.
Try fried rice.
I'm on it.
JJ's. Look at that straight away. JJ's. Fuck, that had
Yeah.
good fried chicken.
How good
eh?
was it? Friday night,
Yeah.
go get our chicken and our fried rice for the
Yeah.
weekend, and then do what we want, and then just eat that.
Lydia's birthday, I drank so much because they gave me heaps of shots, all on the house. And I it was like 9 o'clock and I was already in the toilet, passed out, throwing up. I was fucked.
Occasionally,
man.
because I
was
think,
fucked.
isn't it like a uncle's auntie brother or something that owns that? Occasionally, like we had to work behind the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
yeah.
it's like, fuck it, what do you want? One for you, one for me.
yeah.
Like,
Good
it was
fucking spot.
really, really good introduction into
It's
being
ru-
18 and
it's-
in the city and no...
Tealish brownies. A lot of people out there will know what Tealish brownies
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
what they
it
are.
was-
I'm from Tasmania. They are
There you go.
freaking
It was-
unbelievable.
I don't know what
That's
that
that. Amazing.
That's
brownie
where
place,
the
bro.
one that Martin was telling us about, the brownies, best brownies.
Best brownies you ever
Is
tried.
that where the tattoo shop used to be?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where fish
Yeah.
worked?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's right. Yeah, it's like two shops next to. If you're looking at Tealish Brownies, like 2 or 3 shops next to it upstairs.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
okay.
brilliant place, man. Best karaoke you ever get.
Old Mount Joy. There's some,
Yeah, and
there's
even
some
had
stories
even had
around
food. Even had decent food.
Oh,
there. The
just-
food was all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
there. It was,
JJ's was so
it
much
was our
cheaper.
Friday night.
Yeah, I've heard about
Yeah.
good food
Walk
in
around from the
brownies, yeah.
apartment.
It was just there, and then stumble home, pre-drink, go drink,
And that's the thing. We would walk around Mount Druitt and not even think about it.
Yeah.
And now I had to walk with like Krystal's 12-year-old from Mount Rudy Hill car park to Chemist Warehouse. I was holding her hand. I was like,
No way.
oh man, we're going to get rolled.
So, your parents' background, English and Welsh, you said? Your
On
parents?
my mum's side, yes.
On your mum's side. And your dad was a mix. But where was your dad born?
Parramatta.
Parramatta.
His
Which
parents are the Maltese, African,
Maltese, African. On that.
Ceylon, Scottish.
All right. So do you identify for any of those? English,
I
or
always
you
say
more-
I'm Maltese because I
Maltese?
look very Maltese,
okay.
and like when they say what are you, I just say like English Maltese.
Yeah.
English Maltese.
But don't ever say Malteser because I learned that very young that they don't like that. Because
Malteser.
like Seb would know I'm a bit of a joker, and I would be like this little kid. I'd be like, "Hey, Malteser grandma," and she'd be like,
no.
"Oh fuck." Like there is, and because like my grandfather grew up like military family, was in the military in Malta, very strict. Like I got my first tattoo when I was 16. Don't recommend it, but like he disowned me. He was like,
wow.
"You're not in my house. Do not know." He calls me grub. Don't know why. But I've never been a grubby person. Even as a kid, I was very like, I hate germs. Like I'm not a grub. He always called me grub. But always called me grub or girl. That's his thing. And grub, how dare you? Da 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 da. Like with his bloody Maltese fingers going and waving around. But yeah, he's an interesting. If you could ever speak to him, he's the person you want to speak to. He speaks something like 12 languages, including like Egyptian.
Wow.
And he's the most intelligent human I've ever spoken to.
So with all those background cultures that you have, do you incorporate any of that into your family now?
Very English.
Oh, very.
Oh,
Very,
really?
very English.
Baked beans on toast.
Oh, fuck no. But
well, they're not that English.
I don't do the break. Firstly, I want to correct something from Krystal's episode.
Please do.
Oh,
Please,
yeah,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
Bangers and mash. Not Aussie, guys. It's not Aussie. That is as English as the fucking Queen.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
Don't you take our bangers and mash.
May she rest in peace.
Hey,
R.I.P. Congratulations, horseface.
I'll drink for that.
Every side chick out there hanging.
They're all sitting there going, "Where's
Your
my
day
money?
will come.
Where's my money?"
You'll be crowned queen someday.
All right, so bangers and mash.
It's
British?
English. But yeah, so I was very, very close to my grandmother growing up, who I think my little daughter looks like, which is nice. And I would spend, when we moved to Bathurst, I would spend most of my school holidays with her. And she was the most amazing cook. She actually stayed with us once at the apartment in Mount Druitt and made Juls and Krystal like a whole pile of fried rice. Sounds like we ate a lot of rice. I'm not even Asian.
Well, they are filler.
They are filler. I know. When I first moved in there, they're like, I was like, let's go get KFC, and like with rice. I'm like, the fuck? And now, every now and then, I'm like, should we have rice with our KFC?
I don't think I've ever had rice and KFC.
Oh, do it.
I've never had it.
But yeah, very English. I definitely. And like with my husband, he's so he's first generation Australian. I don't know what I am. I say I'm first generation, but I'm more like 0.9 first generation Australian.
Yeah, because
My dad, but then my mum, and it's like he was the only one out of the whole family.
But there's a lot of history there, like Aussie history even, you know what I mean? Like going through the immigrants coming over and all that, yeah.
So I very, very much of the English side. I love the English cooking. I do the proper roasts with the Yorkshire puddings and the gravy and and lots and lots of bacon.
Fuck, how do you make gravy?
Great with.
Do you make it from the start?
No, mate, you get
from
fucking
scratch.
gravy.
She just gets
I was gonna say like I wanted some recipe of mad gravy.
But yeah, so very, very English. Lots of cooking, lots of roasts, lots of stuff like that.
Do you like it's that mushy peas? That's a British thing, is it?
No, I'm not a peas person, but like my husband would love peas with stuff. But when I was growing up, my nan used to make this thing called corned beef hash, and that had peas in it, and it's just something that I haven't been able to create since she passed away, but it's something that they ate during the war because rations and stuff were low. So it's like literally mashed potatoes, peas, raw onions, and corned beef in a tin.
That actually sounds half decent.
And mash
That
it all
actually
together.
sounds good, yeah.
Mixed together.
And it just, I don't know if it's because my grandmother made it or what, but
Maybe,
Just hit
yeah.
well.
it was unbelievable and I loved it. And now I'm like, like corned beef. Corned beef in a tin, like make it yourself. Like, but it doesn't mash the same, does it? But yeah.
So you said you were born here in Sydney, and what age did you move down to Tasmania?
12. So originally, 12.
All right. So can you give us some stories about your childhood in Sydney? Was there anything interesting that happened? Just maybe one memory. And then now compare that Sydney one when you moved in Tasmania, how different that was.
I don't like. It's a bit strange. So actual Sydney, I moved away when I was 7. So
right.
I started.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause you went to
and then went to
Bathurst.
Yeah, so I went to
Yeah.
Bathurst, which
That would have been a
Yeah,
mess.
that'd have been a difference as well,
so
right?
it was very country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We always thought like, oh, we're country people,
I actually thought
country
of that.
folk.
I actually thought of that. Yeah. Now thinking back to that. Sorry to interrupt,
go
but
for it.
I actually, now thinking back, I always thought you were country, and then Krystal's like, oh, she's from Tassie, but she's from back, and I always thought, you seemed very country.
Yeah, so I think I had what do they call it these days? The kids soft launch into a soft launch into what actually country fucking is.
Yeah. Well, when you're moving to Bathurst.
Yeah.
Bathurst.
So
Yeah. 2Fs.
firstly, I just want to put it out there that Bathurst is colder than Tasmania. We used to have to go out in the morning.
fucking
No, I'm not
serious?
joking. We used to go out in the morning and we used to
Fuck.
have to break the dog's ice and the chicken's ice and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so
Like we had
freezes
chickens,
over.
which were, I thought that was like we've, Farmer Joe. Like
Yeah.
that's our peak. Like we got chickens.
Now you're country. Yeah.
Well, firstly, just so everybody out there, my sister, chickens are the devil's animal. They're fucking nasty, and they're made for
They're
the.
fucking ugly.
They're made for the
But they
fucking plate.
taste good.
And my sister used to have this stupid chicken who used to try to sit on me and stuff with his fucking devil claws. Anyway, I'm not a fan of chickens, so we had chickens when we were growing up.
Clearly.
Not live chickens. You
Yeah.
like cooked chicken.
Oh, I love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, KFC and rice.
Love me a
KFC
juicy
and rice.
chicken
KFC and
breast.
rice.
Yeah.
We got some wingettes cooking as we speak,
Oh,
so
you know me
we'll
well.
get into those.
We'll eat those devils later. Yeah, so Sydney to Bathurst wasn't that. I was a little bit of a change, mainly because here, we had so much family. We had family at Glenmore Park. We had family at Blacktown. We had family at Wimmera. Family everywhere. Layla Park.
Yeah.
So moving to Bathurst, and when I was 7, that's the only thing I remember was that my family's not around me. But
Yep.
then I had all my siblings and stuff anyway. And anyway, so we went to Bathurst, and then we stayed there until I was 12. But I loved growing up in Bathurst. It was. We lived at the top of a cul-de-sac. My best friend lived at the bottom of a cul-de-sac. And, we could ride up and down and there was no issues.
Yeah, nice.
And we could walk to the service station.
Yeah.
We walked home from school for lunchtime.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
wow.
5 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that really sticks out, it's not even about me, was so my mum, and the reason why we moved to Bathurst is my dad had a friend who offered him a job. It was quite hard to get a job back when we moved.
Yeah.
And so we moved to Bathurst, and they had 5 kids. We had 5 kids at the time, and we're all the same age, and we're leaving school, and my sister went with the wrong family and got on a school bus. Literally, he got on a fucking school bus. And luckily one of my friends, and they lived, the school bus was going, I can't even think of the name now, just outside of Bathurst. So it's fucking, they were going away. And my sister just walks on the bus, sits in the back of the bus with my friends, and then my friend was like, bus driver, this kid's 3, doesn't even go to school. The bus driver let her on.
What the heck?
And yeah,
So relaxed up there.
so we lost a kid. But we had spares, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we'd walk home there was 10 kids between us with my mum's friends and so yeah, that's the one. It's a stupid memory, but it's the one thing that
No, that's
stands
all right.
out.
That's
But
cool
then
memory.
so then we moved. My grandparents, like I said before, moved to Tasmania. My grandfather retired from Shell and got a really nice payout because he'd been
Yeah.
there for so long, and the opportunity came for us to move to Tasmania, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was 12. I just started high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in this massive high school. I literally, there was a couple of hundred students just for grade 7. It was the main high school in the
Yeah.
Bathurst region. Yeah. And then my parents my mum goes, oh, just stay with the auntie for a couple of weeks. We're just going to go visit, Nan and Pop down at Tassie. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Comes back, oh, we brought a house. That's how fucking unhinged my mum is. She literally just goes on a plane and
Yeah.
buys a fucking house.
Buys a fucking house.
That's
So,
fucking
and then
mad.
she's like, and we're moving in 6 weeks. I was like,
What the fuck?
And you're all settled. All
Well,
just starting high school. Everybody
Yeah.
knows what starting high school's like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
obviously, people, you say stuff about Tasmania, people are like, oh, you're fucking second head. They say stuff. So I was like, and because my...
Literally what Adro was saying.
So where's Krystal's 2-headed friend?
Well, it's Velcro these days. You can't discriminate, guys. Everybody is.
I identify as two heads. Yeah.
But then tomorrow I'm not, so I remove it. I might have to put it back on before I get off the plane.
Day to day.
So we moved down there, and as a 12-year-old, do you think your world's ending? And then and like I'd still quite, used to Sydney because I was down here every school holiday, staying with my nan at Blacktown, and and so we moved to Tasmania. My dad picks me up. Firstly, we move in like fucking May, and I'm, Western Sydney, Bathurst, still cold, but not,
It's pretty big difference, bud.
Yep. Yeah. And firstly, me and my brother land, and we walk down a set of stairs, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Where is my, what are they called when they roll?
Escalator?
No, like off the plane, and you've got like you walk through the tunnel from the plane to the
terminal.
airport.
The actual
terminal.
You came straight off the plane down steps.
Onto the tarmac.
Yeah.
Straight
and
onto
I was
the tarmac.
like,
yeah.
what the in hell is this?
Yeah.
And then my dad picks me up, and he goes,
Right off the plane.
yeah. And then it was
Jump,
dark.
I'll catch you.
Yeah, pretty much. He pulled up next to the plane. He was like,
Hop in.
he's like, jump on in.
Yeah.
And then we got off, and I've never been to Tasmania. My auntie, actually, the reason why we ended up here down there is because my auntie had moved like 16 years before. So my grandparents had visited, liked it, retired.
Yeah.
We followed.
Yeah.
Sheep. And not a freaking single thought in their brain. And then we drive, and I'm like, oh, are we there yet? Dad's like, no. And like, this is Tasmania 22 years ago. It's a very different place. It's still nothing like here, thank God, in hindsight, because I love it down there now. But
it'd be
But back then, like, Woolworths was called what was it called?
Oh wait, I think I know.
Woolworths.
No,
Fuck.
no.
I've always known it as Woolworths.
No, it
was Safeway.
Safeway?
No. It was called something else.
Franklin's.
No, shush, don't say words. It says
stop.
funny words in my head.
Everybody stop talking on the podcast.
No, I can't even think about it now. I can't think. It was called something else. Anyway, and then so we drove about 40 minutes, and it was pitch black, middle of winter.
From the airport.
Airport. And Dad goes, oh, are you too hungry? This is the last McDonald's before home. And I was like, oh, so we're like 10 minutes from home. He's like, no, it's like another 30 minutes. I was like, what the fuck do you mean this is the last McDonald's for 30 minutes? This is the first McDonald's I've seen in 40 minutes. I was like, have you taken me?
Yeah.
Mind you, when my parents came back, they gave us these photos of their holiday, and they're like, this is the beach outside our house. Like, they were, selling it to us.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not stupid now, and I realised that beach was like 20 fucking minutes away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can you actually, isn't it too fucking cold anymore?
No, honestly, it is so beautiful down there. We actually do have, I complained about the 20-minute drive to the beach, but like now we can pick
20 minutes. Oh, fuck, it's so hard.
I know, but
20
not
minutes,
even that. We can
40
pick
minutes
our
for us,
kids up from
least.
school, and we can be like at this beautiful river or like a beach or
Nice.
something in under 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So as an adult, I've got a different attitude for it, but as a 12-year-old coming from here.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck,
Yeah.
it looks like
Yeah.
we do have to go, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rolf Voss, Purity.
No.
No,
Oh, it might have been Purity.
Purity.
It might have been Purity.
It was apparently I literally Googled Woolworths in Tasmania name, right? And then it came up ROELF and then space VOS, so Rolf Voss and Purity were trading names used in Tasmania prior to being rebranded as Woolworths in 2000.
I think it was Purity.
It's
So like
one of those.
So then, like, I'm this 12-year-old, like, I've known Western Sydney quite well. Bathurst is still, like, it's country.
But
and we got Will Hicks in Bathurst, mind you.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I don't know. And then we drive another 40 fucking minutes. And then I'm in this house that I've never been in my life, obviously. All right, no worries. Wake up in the morning, I'm like, where's the town and where's the people and where's anything? And we're on this, like, just over an acre house.
Oh, wow.
It sounds so stupid, but you've got to look at it as a, it sounds so stupid. And then all in front of us is beautiful water.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now it's beautiful. Back then I was like, I'm literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then they take us to this school, and I remember, I'm such a bitch, going, I'm never going to be friends with that skank. We walked past, ended up being friends with her.
I was going to say, it's Krystal now.
No, I was like, ugh. And so I went to this school, and they took us, and it was kindergarten to grade 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's random. Okay. Because back then, 11 and 12 weren't compulsory in Tasmania, and you had to go into town, Hobart, and
we laugh
go
at
to
this shit.
college.
It's like a fucking different world, man.
No, it's and
literally
that's
like
what I
another
mean. So when I
country.
first moved down there, and you got to think, when I went to school in Tasmania, my kind of now friends, well, at the time, our friends, parents and grandparents had all gone to school together, and I was this chick from the mainland.
Yeah.
The mainland.
That nobody knew.
No.
And like, they just hated me.
She's not,
really?
She's not related to us.
Hang on.
Yeah, literally. And it's like, it sounds
I haven't seen
so
her at a
bad.
family barbecue before. Who's
Exactly.
that?
And it sounds so bad, but I was fresh blood.
Yeah.
And I had just come from New South Wales, and I was tanned, and my hair was long, and I was skinny.
So the blokes
and I had,
loved you and the chicks hated you.
I had, massive cans at the age of 12. And so they were like, this fucking slut, pretty much. And I remember
right.
2 days into school, I was just sitting by myself, and it makes me so sad because like that was my children.
Bro, is that your sister? She's not mine. Let's go. Come on. Who's going to go first digs?
But that's the thing. The guys were so friendly with me. My now husband, Gordon.
Ah.
I met you on the school bus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 years older than me. And he
Shout
was,
out, Gordon. Shout out.
yeah, and he was the jock.
Typical.
And so all the
classic
girls,
Gordo.
classic Gordo. You know what they call it? No, I'm not going to go there.
No, please do. Please do.
No,
Come on.
no.
You left us hanging. You got to get.
Come on, you got to go
Think of
there.
the word now. What's the word when you're like not tuning? What's it called?
Yeah, tune in.
No, when you're like grooming.
Oh, grooming.
Grooming.
Jesus.
Yeah, old Gordon was like, hey.
Hey.
3 years older than me.
Did he think it was your
He's
your
like,
cousins or
Fred-
something?
No, he was like, she's fresh.
Yeah.
Like-
Did he go, he looks like my sister?
No.
Get it up, get it.
Your partner, did he grow up in Tassie, like born and
So
bred?
Gordon's from Gordon. Literally.
Oh, so he's rich.
The next suburb over from me is...
Gordon, Sydney.
Well, I wish. No, Gordon, Tasmania.
I was going to say, that's why I said he's rich, because Gordon in Sydney, fuck me.
He
he's
grew
rich.
up on the top of a mountain in Gordon
Oh, yeah.
before his parents called him Gordon.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Oh, really?
they're like, Gordon sounds familiar. Do we like that name?
That'll do.
That'll do.
Gordon, put your undies on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We've got to go down to Gordon. So I was fresh blood, and I was, as I am now, I've not changed. And the girls are bitches. The guys are friendly. So I've always been really good mates with guys.
Yeah.
It's only as an adult and after meeting Krystal that I've actually... Krystal was probably my first proper friend that was a girl. That's lasted the longevity. But a lot of the girls, like when I started dating Gordon and things like that, because they were friends with their siblings, because they all fucking grew up together, stopped being friends with me.
Oh,
It
right.
was so cliquey.
Yeah.
And like they would like want to fight you in the playground.
Yeah.
I don't fucking fight you. And you're like, I don't care about you. Like, so yeah, so going down to Tassie, I realised what country actually was, and like country clique. It's a thing. And like my brother moved down when he was like 2, and he's that person now in a good way. Like he's a country boy. He does the local gardening, he does the local farming, he does the local tennis club.
Look, nothing wrong with that, but fuck me, it would have been a different world.
It's especially back then, it was a lot different to what it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds so stupid, but it's... Then they were like, she's from the mainland. I'm like...
They emphasise that.
I was like, what's the mainland? Like, I'm from New South Wales.
Do they actually still call that?
It's the... I do it. I do it. So I'm going to the mainland.
Are you
say
fuck? And
yes.
did everyone like? Did you get like a ticket tech parade? At the, literally, I'm picturing like Titanic. You know when they're all leaving on the Titanic on that movie? I'm fucking picturing.
going.
And Juanita's like, "Bye guys, bye Juanita.
I'm going to the mainland.
I'm taking my kids to the mainland." 2 hours
But
later,
it's
you're in
so
Sydney.
funny because like my children are Tasmanian, and I love that because they have the kind of childhood that I had in Bathurst.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
running up and down the streets because it is still 2023.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
it's so much safer. And like today, I was very like, stay by me in the city. Whereas in Hobart, they can walk, ahead a little bit, or they
Yeah.
can go to the other aisle in the shops. Like, it's quite safe compared to here. And it's,
Yeah.
like Pacey joins random families at the park and has their birthday cakes and, play soccer with them. But here, I'd be like, don't go there.
Going back to school,
Oh, God, yeah.
were they all Aussies in
Very
Tasmania in the
academic.
school?
Yes.
So it's not
In-
multicultural.
So, when we first moved down there was this one family, like a Sudanese family, like the proper beautiful, beautiful skin. And there was one family, and they were so, like, everyone in Tasmania is so polite.
Oh,
like,
right.
Everyone like, hi, how you doing? Like, you don't even know them. They smile at you. Everyone is polite.
Yeah, I'm pretty polite to my brother.
Well,
So they all know each other. Yeah.
That's because you get someone's side. But there was this one Sudanese family. I don't know them, but like would go to the grocery store, and you would see them, and they knew that they were different, and they were outwardly almost like skittish. Like they'd move aside for you, and like back away, and
like submissive kind of.
Yeah, but coming from like Blacktown and New South Wales, like that wasn't. We didn't care.
yeah.
But now my son's at school in Tasmania. Very different. It's so multicultural, and they learn about it. They do Harmony Week, and they all do presentations on their background, and they learn languages, and they learn about each other's countries, and they learn about like different like Muslim traditions and things like that. And it's very, very different than it was 21 years ago.
Are you almost worried now that you're talking up Tassie so much that people are going, oh, because I'll be honest with you, I've always had the itch to go, but I've always like,
Please do, fuck off.
No, not to go live there, dickhead. Fuck you.
Yeah, see ya.
Fuck you, cunt. It's more like for a holiday, like for go. But and I've thought, what am I going to do? It's cold. I've always gone. It's cold. It's boring.
It is,
That's my two things.
It's not boring, especially in summer. Like as an adult, I moved away when I was 18, and I moved back when I was 25.
Okay.
And when you're in Hobart, go to West Hobart, Paisanos, and Tasha's the manager, best pizza and pasta in Hobart.
Ah, there you go. Big shout out.
Does Tasmania also accommodate to my lifestyle? Anyone?
Yes, there
What
is
is
Dan
your
Murphy's down
lifestyle?
there. There is Dan Murphy's down
Oh
there.
my God, we just got one like a year ago, like
Pub
near
crawl?
my house.
Just got that movie.
Pub crawl,
I'm
pub
telling
crawl
you.
in
And my
Tas.
husband, like he's there.
Did you hear that? They just got their Murphys like a year ago.
Just.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at this fucking writing here
Yeah.
Go on.
for all of our fans and our secret that's going to be exposed now. We have a bit of a run sheet that we go on.
Mentioned
And
it.
Dougie, or who, is it you that writes it?
No, Dougie's right. Well, it's supposed to be me for the most part, but Dougie's
Also,
got a-
appreciate my name is spelled correctly.
Yeah, well
We've got
done,
a
Dougie.
question here that says,
Go on.
what do you like about living in Tasmania
I just said it.
compared to Australia?
Firstly, fuck you. Second, I don't know why I'm not running this podcast. I did that before the question came up.
You're all
We
over
were
it.
going to ask
I'm
it.
all over
I
it.
just
I'm
laughed
all
at it.
over
I
it.
covered it.
I just saw it. I fucking started laughing.
You know what cracks me up? We were saying this before we had that little intermission. I said to you, like, it's brilliant. We're going to have this done so much quicker than, and no offense to all of the other guests we've had on the show.
Julius.
So, what? Two questions, right? What's your drink of choice? Like, you're going out. Natasha is looking after the kids. Shout out, Natasha, you legend. Yeah, she's
It's actually her husband who's the best babysitter.
there. You go,
Eleanor
Natasha and her
says
husband.
Neil does not make bad decisions when he babysits us.
There you go. Right. So they were looking after the kids. You're going out with Gordo, big Gordo, righto. What is your drink of choice first?
Southern Comfort, lemonade, and a slice of lime.
Oh, Adrian literally.
And do you know how hard?
He stopped.
Are you a
mid-
Southern Comfort boy?
He is, man.
How hard is it? I don't know if it's like that. Do you know how hard people you order Southern Comfort and they go, "Do you want wild turkey?" So no, I fucking ask for Southern Comfort.
Oh, man.
Or they'll put lime cordial in it. And like lime cordial isn't a slice of lime, you dickheads. Like
I literally
seriously.
wish we had the fucking camera. He literally, guys, left hand, he's got it. He's about to take a sip. And as soon as she said the drink, he stopped the drink from going to his lips, put it down, and just sort of went, yeah, I'm going to Tassie.
Well, it's so hard to get a Southern Comfort lemonade and slice of lime in Tassie.
Look, I'm going to pre-warn you. I reckon
Tassie
in a
loves
couple
all
of
their-
weeks, you're going to hear a knock on the door, and this fucker that you're looking at right here,
Where's the Southo?
he's going to be looking at you. No, he'll bring it. He'll bring two 1 litre bottles. Yeah. So you got your Southo, but
my Southo.
if I know you're not a big fan of beer, right?
No, I hate beer. I don't drink beer.
At all. But
No.
you've had beer in the past.
Yes.
If you were to rate Tui's new VB and 4X, and what's a beer in Tassie?
I will say, I'll
Cascade?
do my husband proud. Cascade blue cans.
Yeah, so Cascade. Oh, because I know
In the
Cascade.
cans apparently
Yeah,
taste
I've had
different. That's his drink of choice.
I've had Cascade, but I've never had the can. So I'm going to have to
I've
try
never
that.
had
So we'll go Cascade blue can.
Mm-hmm.
Then what would you go? VB, new, or 4X?
Was in 4X Queensland.
Yeah, fuck them. Go
And we're
on.
New South Wales, right?
Yep,
Yep.
blue.
2 years, I suppose.
No, okay.
Let's move away from drink then. What about food? Aussie foods. What was it? A bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Would you go for sausage roll or a meat pie?
meat pie because I've never tasted a sausage roll at a bakery that's better than my own sausage rolls. I home make my own sausage rolls.
Oh, well, see, look, everything's pointing to we're doing our Amigos Down Under in Tassie.
Yeah.
Because we've got to try that.
Meat pie technique. How do you eat it? What do you do?
Walk us through it.
Special way.
Well,
You've listened
if it's
before.
a pie
so you know.
that you buy from Woolworths that always promise to be caramelised onion and delicious and they're shit, you open it up, you put grated cheese, American mustard, tomato sauce, put that lid back on and you eat it.
Oh, wow.
No, we're
Holy shit.
going gourmet.
Yep.
Gourmet.
When we
You add on top
when
of
we
it.
broke young adults in Mount Druitt apartment, we used to buy the Woolworths brand ones and they're like $2 for 12 and that's
Yeah.
what we used to do.
Nice.
And they're the bomb.
All right, let's say.
But in a bakery,
bakery
tomato
one.
sauce.
Yeah, just a bit of sauce. And
Bit
what?
of sauce.
Just bang, pour it on top and eat it. Pour it on each bite. What's the go?
No, I'm on top and then when you get to the end, like on each bite.
Okay. Yep.
You gotta love the meat pies. National meat pies at the cricket club. Do you not have national meat pies here?
No,
The fuck is that?
what's that?
I'll send you some national meat pies. They're a Tassie thing.
Yeah.
Best meat pies at the cricket club when you can just eat them and they're that perfect temperature.
What's in it? It's just standard pie?
It's
Or?
just meat pie. They do good like scallop curried pie is a thing in Tassie that people love. I don't, but it's a thing. People love it.
yum.
Yep.
That's a good transition to the next question, I think.
What's next?
Scallop. Potato scallop?
Oh, I've got a story for you about the potato scallop.
Please.
So we
indulge
obviously
us.
moved from New South Wales to Tasmania, and like our first day there, we had to drive 85 hours to get to the grocery store. Fucking purity, and
Purity, shout out Purity.
yeah. So we hadn't done groceries yet, obviously, and so we went. Oh, we'll go get fish and chips. Well, not even fish and chips. We'll go get chips.
Yeah.
And scallops is what we call them in New South Wales.
Potato scallops, yes.
My parents ordered
100%.
there's like 28 of us. So my parents ordered a whole pile of scallops and they're like, why the fuck is this so expensive? This is the most expensive chips and scallops I've ever had in my life. They were actual scallops.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
wow.
Tassie, you have to say potato cake.
Oh, bullshit.
That's wrong.
Because scallop, it's our, that's our industry down there. It's fisheries. It's,
Not everyone's
it's
perfect, I
a
guess.
scallop.
Yeah,
like it's a
righto.
proper scallop.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
You know what we have that Krystal gets every time she comes down? Deep fried lasagnas.
Oh, what?
Oh, what the fuck?
At one
That
of
sounds
the,
fucking mad.
At one of the takeaway stores down the channel, literally opposite my grandparents' house, they have like a deep fried lasagna.
What the fuck?
That sounds
crazy.
fucking
And
mad.
she loves it. Every now and then she'll be like, I want a deep fried lasagna.
That sounds fucking
Like
mad.
a little slice of lasagna, deep fried.
I think, I think
man.
we're definitely going
Yeah, we're
have
going to
to go.
Tassie, man. We're going to have to
We're
do a
gonna
minute on
bring it
Tassie.
down.
Let's get some donations. Everybody out there, start donating.
This is a different version of our Aussie quiz.
Oh, shit.
So there's no correct answer. It's your opinion,
Well, there should
right?
be,
So-
otherwise it's not a quiz.
Oh, wow. She got you there.
Fuck, questions then. Sorry.
Okay.
So I looked up 22 questions that Twitter has for Australians, and it's a lot of Americans asking questions.
Oh, I love these because they're so stupid.
They're so fucking-
like,
Yeah,
they
they
lost
were-
their shit over bluey kids having zinc on their face.
Yeah.
And why Aussies call their kids grubs, which literally
Grub.
you've gone to. And it's like, because it's an Aussie saying, you're a
Yeah.
little grub. It's
Well,
not like
so
a bad
funny,
thing.
but so when my grandfather and my grandmother, sorry to digress,
No, go for it.
they came over to Australia, nobody spoke English. Grandmother didn't, grandfather didn't, none of the kids did. They made the kids sit down every day, listen to ABC radio, and that's how they learn English.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they were like, no, you're in Australia, like we're Australian.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
learn the language.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, why do Australians call it Macca's?
Because they're lazy and it's easier and it's
Yeah,
just, it sounds better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why say McDonald's when you can say Macca's?
Why do Australians call ice cream floats spiders?
Because you don't fuck with spiders.
I don't fuck with spiders. I don't fuck them. I don't. I'm not here to fuck
Not
them.
here to fuck them.
Yeah.
Last one. Why do Australians say sticky tape like they have tape that isn't sticky?
That's a good one.
No.
I don't know.
There's measuring
Right.
tape.
I don't know.
Well, it is. There is measuring tape.
That's true. I think it's just like Aussies are just like, oh, fuck, we don't want
Got
to
to
do
be,
that.
Same as the
gotta
other
be
one there.
specific, right?
I think we're so
What
far
do-
away from the rest of the world that we just go, fuck you guys, we'll do what we want.
Yeah.
Why do Australians say slippery dip for slides?
They don't say slippery dip anymore, which is
We don't
sad.
know.
We
I
do.
I used to say that, yeah.
Yeah,
Go down
slippery dip.
Yeah. That fucking metal shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, you get
always
burns
fucking
and you-
burn yourself.
Especially in New South Wales in summer.
Yeah.
Then you go flying at the end.
and the wooden playgrounds where you get splinters
Oh,
all
yes.
the time.
Yeah.
But it was still mad. We didn't complain.
No.
There's one question I wanted before we wrap up. Is there
Hit me.
anything in mainland
Mainland.
that you miss that's not available in
Yes,
Tassie?
everything. So- I was saying to Brad yesterday, like just for an example, I've got a gala coming up with my work.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just go to shops and buy a dress because I've got like
okay.
3
Okay.
places to go.
Yeah.
I've got to order 100 things online, hope that they fit, return them,
really?
da-da-da.
Fuck.
Or like, for example, we have 2 targets in Tasmania, one in Hobart, one in Launceston, which is 3 hours away.
Oh, wow.
So it's like if we go to Target, you find something online, you know, like you normally
Yeah.
homescrolling,
Yeah.
kids, whatever,
Yeah.
adult, whatever, go in there, not in there. You have to order it online.
So choice is really limited.
Yeah,
down
and
there.
it's like whereas here, and I always say to my sister, well, in fucking New South Wales, we could just go to the next suburb and they would
Yeah.
have the same store with
Fucking
different
oath.
stock.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them in the same suburb have the 2 of the same. Like Macca's here, you could go one suburb and have 3 Macca's.
No.
Oh yeah.
Like in one suburb.
It goes back to where, like, there's the upside and the downside. It keeps life simple,
Yeah, fair enough.
but
Yep.
when you know different
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
just so frustrating. It's like, I just want
Yeah.
a black pair of jeans in a certain style.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Can't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, just as simple as Kmart. It's like, go to Kmart. No, because a lot of the retail stores in Tassie are what they call like C grade. So they get limited stocks.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's always a high turnover of, you know, you get excited. You're like, oh my God, there's this store, like Novo, the shoe store. Yes, Novo's finally down. Well, they didn't get enough stock. Limited, they didn't get stock, so
Yeah.
people didn't buy there. They closed down. There's a high turnover of stores because they just,
Yeah.
Do they have what else? We've got Thursday night shopping. You've got-
no.
No,
Oh,
they not.
Kmart's 24 hours now.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
But no, not really.
Okay, that's very different to here, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
It's
I
annoying
think
though
you-
because like
yeah.
chemists and things like that close at like 8 o'clock.
Oh shit.
I reckon that's bullshit just anywhere. Chemists should be available all the time.
We
I
have
reckon.
like one in
24
town
hours.
which you can
Yeah.
go to, and when I say that, it's like literally, it's like 8 minutes away. It's like,
Oh, yeah,
it's like
'cause
fuck me,
there's
I've
a
got. I
few-
did the
there's a
other day. I was
few
like, I've got to go to
chemists.
town, and I was
Yeah.
there back in 15
A
minutes.
few, but I mean like all of them.
I've
Like,
got-
fuck,
Yeah.
man. You wake up fucking sick at 2 in the morning. What are you
Yeah.
going to do?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
We
wait
got
until
one-
fucking 10 a.m. the next
one
day.
down
Fuck
the
that.
road here, 8 o'clock. Another one in Mountie, which is about 10 or 12. And then the 24-hour one down in Penrith. Still at 15 or even, I mean, you know, you're going at 1 in the morning, maybe 15 minutes, but yeah.
The other thing is doctors down there. Bulk billing, even for children who should be covered by Medicare,
Barely exists, hey?
it's not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that.
Fuck.
And to get into a GP, it's like 3 or 4 weeks.
Fuck.
And like my
Jesus.
daughter's got croup, so she needs steroids like
Yeah.
in a second.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so bad down
That's
there. The
bad.
GPs are awful, and like
Is that because there's a
Pacey
low amount of GPs there, or
yeah, and yeah, I don't know. It's just always been a thing,
That's fucked.
Yeah.
and just things like the hospital system down there. They do the. I've got a lot of really like most of my best friends down there and healthcare workers,
Oh, good.
and it's so hard because they work so hard, but the infrastructure and that's
Yeah.
not there for the
Lets
population.
them down. Yeah. Yeah.
But like Pacey had an allergic reaction to the point where he ended up in hospital, and it took him 2.5 years to get an allergy test.
What? Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he was in hospital for the
Fuck,
allergy.
we whinge up here if it takes 2.5 months.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff like that's really frustrating.
Yeah, fair
Right,
enough.
yeah, definitely.
That's I guess the downside.
But you take the good, the bad. You can be at home with your kids in the afternoon,
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
or
Yeah.
you can get them into.
yeah, so it kind of like balances
Yeah.
out in a way. Yeah.
And a lot of people down there, like Tasmanians, don't leave Tasmania. So
Yeah, fair
they
enough.
don't know any different, and they don't care, and you adjust to that sort of life.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
it's just hard when you see it on both sides, and you go, like you know that it's different elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so let's go to the Aussie jokes, Aussie sayings.
Yeah.
Aussie jokes, Aussie sayings.
Favorite Aussie
go.
saying, favorite joke. Yeah.
We've got
Go.
Tassie jokes.
We got
Oh.
Tassie into
Before-
jokes
Go on,
today.
hit me.
Before we do that, what's your favourite joke, favourite
Or
saying?
Aussie saying.
Any Aussie
So
saying?
my favourite saying is on your head right now. Well, it's a bit different. I'm like, we don't fuck with spiders. But then I like, calm your tits.
Calm
I like,
Calm your
calm your tits. Calm your farm.
Can't be funny.
When I
Calm
first
your
moved to
tits, that's
Tassie, when I was in high school, they used to say, she's apples. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is
Yeah.
apples got to do with life?
Yeah.
But, you know, the farming down there.
Yeah. Kami. I remember I saw it was a meme. I've got it. I had it saved, but it was
The
like,
floppy tits.
no, but
Like,
it's
calm your
like,
tits and I can't.
no, but it's like calm your tits, and it's like undo the calamity that is your memories.
Oh,
Memories.
Yeah, de-stress your breast. Like it was like 5.
Oh, that's funny.
It was 5 different
yeah.
sayings instead of it was calm your tits, and then it was undo the calamity that is your memories.
Yeah.
De-stress your breast. Yeah, mine was brought up before, and it was actually I said it too with the bluey stuff. Grub, your little grubs and stuff. Aussies say that.
Grub?
Yeah, grub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your grub. Yeah. So I love that.
I'm just hanging on for my Tassie joke.
Oh,
Go,
do
All right.
it. Hit me with it.
So why are murders in Tasmania so hard to solve?
Why?
Because there are no dental records and all the DNA matches.
That's a good one.
So I've got one.
Go on.
Tasmanian parents asked their son, what do you want for your 18th birthday? Son goes, I want a watch. So they let him.
Fuck yeah.
All right, you have to come down, speak to my sisters, and they'll tell you a few churchy stories about some Tasmanians. that
Bro,
we
we
know.
got to do it. We got to.
Yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
one. That's it. It's done. It's settled.
Done.
There's no contest. It's we're going down there. We're figuring this shit out. We're going
Oh,
down there.
fuck
We're
yeah.
going to
Yeah, done.
All right, on that note,
Yeah.
thanks, Juanita,
Thank you
for
so
jumping
much.
Thank
in.
you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Hope you had a
bullying
good
me
time.
into come in.
Nah, it's all good.
Hope you
Now,
had
could
a
you
good
feed
time.
me, please?
Yeah, 100%. It's cooking. We're cooking. Don't
Got
worry
told I
about
was getting fed for this.
that. Yeah, 100% you are. Fed and drunk. Don't worry
Fed
about that.
and
Yeah. No, thank you very much
Thanks
for
so
coming
much.
on there. Thanks
Thanks,
for putting some
boys.
time aside for us.
Yes.
Much
It was good,
appreciate
really
it.
interesting, really good.
Yeah,
really
it was
good,
cool.
really, really good.
Everyone
Amply
out there,
kindly.
make sure you give us a like, listen, and follow on Instagram and Facebook now,
yeah.
which is really good. We're expanding a little bit.
Yep.
Make sure you get amongst it. We're always amongst it. Have a go.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
you.
it. Thanks,
guys.
Juanita.
Catch you later.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.